So that's why the bars are represented in gold, because it was like a blessing in disguise that these men behind bars actually found their true freedom by the time that they had to introspect and to review their own lives and behavior and so forth, and eventually come to the realization that our Lord Jesus Christ is the Redeemer of the world, is the Redeemer of humanity. And so many of them found Christ really behind bars in moments of great need and desperation. Okay. And so the coat of arms of the Messidarians is very symbolic that way. And we in our Rescate prison ministry have something similar, which is Jesus behind bars, right? The bars that are holding Jesus behind, because we seek to see in every prisoner really the face, the countenance of Christ. Okay. And therefore, for us to go visit these prisoners, and they allow us into their home, which is the prison, that is their home for now. All right. They allow us in there to visit them. Well, it's a privilege, really, to be with them. We know that at the end of the day, we leave, but they stay. And therefore, we're bringing Christ to them. All right. And it is an encounter between Christ and Christ, the Christ that is within us and the Christ that is within them. And so we seek to make that encounter of Christ with Christ when we go visit them and give them the very best of our talks, of our group dynamics in the tables, and the whole weekend is really devoted to them, and for their spiritual growth. So just an encouragement, my brothers, just as the Messidarian fathers did many years ago, centuries ago, to exchange their very lives for the prisoners there in the Middle East, okay, in the Holy Land. Our task in comparison is just a little tiny drop, but that drop, when it's placed in the proper place, can grow to bear much fruit. And so these people, these prisoners who are looking forward to our visit with them, will receive the blessings that the good Lord wants through our humble service to them. On a personal note, I'm always encouraged and edified whenever I go and hear confessions on, that I give a little talk in the morning on grace and the sacraments, and I spend the rest of Saturday hearing confessions. And I always ask the prisoners, I always ask in confession in general, when was your last confession? And typically the response from these prisoners is, well, Father, about a year ago when you last came to visit us. And it blows me away because